are live. Yeah.
Are we now?
Just barely. So Stacy's trying to share this broadcast with pretty much everybody we could possibly share it with. So we are back. Well, actually, I am back to the Conjuring House. It's been a while. Definitely good to be back. Miss everybody. It's good to see Corey and Jen and everybody. They're in there hiding. We figured we'd give you guys a quick tour and let you know what we're doing later. We're basically going to be investigating the Conjuring House. You know, I really haven't investigated this place that much. When you live here, Stacey, you basically just are here. You don't even like, I don't know. It's kind of weird. Like, I didn't really investigate as much as I should have when I was here.
Life happens, man. Other
Right.
things.
So it's cool to be back and actually get the chance to investigate, especially with you. I don't know if we've ever actually investigated paranormal stuff
Nope.
together.
Not here, we haven't.
No. So, Conjuring House. So we always started here, or I do. On the other side, Corey and Jen and everybody are over there. Let's be all stealthy and just peek the camera in. Say hi. Hi. Hey. Excuse me. Back beast. So they're in there hiding. Nice. So yeah, man, this right here is the safe room. We call it that because when we got here, it was the only room we felt safe in. And when Corey bought the place, we literally held up in this room for like weeks. Is this like almost like glide cam Stacy going on?
That looks cool.
Man.
Just go with it.
All right, I'm going
There's
with it.
production value. It's called production value.
All right, dude, I'm on board. So yeah, man, this is the safe room. And we thought it was safe, but Corey and I had our first experience in here. We saw what, I don't know, looked like a black mist stuff, like form right there and then kind of move its way through the door. It's pretty crazy. And at the same time, we had a REM pod that was going off like crazy. And Corey somehow talked me into opening the door and tossing it in the other room, but not without a fight. Like I did not want to open that door, man. It seemed sketchy. Because just before all that happened, man, he heard this knock, dude. It was like so loud. It was crazy. And it was like right above his head. So yeah, I wasn't really thrilled about going on that side of the house. But also, this is the safe room because back when the parents lived here, Roger basically built this room for his wife because she had an experience on the other side of the house that really terrified her. And she didn't really want to come back in here at all. She actually slept on the porch for a while. And then Roger built this room for her. And so she felt a little bit better in this room, but man, it's not that safe. We definitely had a bunch of experiences in here. And then this room, for whatever reason, it ended up being called the bakery. And I guess just because like it probably was where they baked their food and stuff back in the day. There's, can you still see? Is it light enough?
Yeah, we're good.
So yeah, this is maybe where people baked and stuff back in the day, but it's pretty cool. Be a good place to cook a pizza or something, right?
Right.
But yeah, this is the baking room. And then let's go into the library. So this is the library. This place is great. This is definitely the room in the house that seems to be the most active, and it's kind of that way with like EVPs, REM pod stuff, man, like ghost box sessions, all that stuff. It's been really active in here. So yeah, we'll be spending some time in here. But this place was also known back when the parents were here for being like a really scary place for them. This is where she had her experience where Andrea wrote about this in her book, like these witches somehow like rotated around her bed and recited a really scary poem, you know, and so it affected her really bad, and she didn't really want to come back in here. But yeah, this is definitely one of the most active rooms in the house for sure. And then here, this is what we call the seance room. Yeah, so this is basically where it all went down. This is where the seance happened back in 1974. So the house really is known, seems to be known more for what happened with the parents than a lot of other things. I think the other things are just as significant. But with the parents, the most significant event they had, I think, was, I don't know if it was a possession or what do you want to call it, but like basically what happened is there was a seance done here, and Mrs. Perrin was somehow possessed by something. And the way Andrea describes it, she said her mom, like her head flew back on her head and started like, or on her shoulders, and she started talking in different tongues. And then all of a sudden she was kind of like levitated up and thrown into the other room. There's a whole lot of other stuff that goes to that story, but that's basically what happened. There was just a seance done here with the Warrens. I don't know. Have you heard, you know who the Warrens were before this? Yeah. So yeah, the Warrens were some like incredibly famous paranormal investigators from the 70s. What's funny, dude, is like Corey and I, when we came here the first time, we went to a con down the road. I was speaking at a con, and so we were like, man, we want to go and check out the Conjuring House. And the guy that runs the con, Ken, he was like, I don't know if you guys should do that. Just don't park close to the place or whatever. So, dude, Corey and I parked like way down the road by the power lines. So we ended up walking up here to the house and checking it out back then. But it's crazy just to think of the turn of events, I guess, like us walking by the house like a year ago, or maybe 2 years now, and then standing in the house. It's pretty crazy. Anyway, yeah, this is the seance room, and I don't know, I haven't really experienced that much in this room. Definitely one thing that happens in the house that used to freak me out, so like in the middle of the night, dude, like I'd come in here and I'd use this bathroom sometimes, I don't know why, but there's a bathroom here and a bathroom over there. And I'd walk through here and I swear to you, Stacy, it would sound like something was running out that room. And you could hear it. You could hear it run out of the library and then that way into the other room. Still no idea what it was, but it sounded like a little kid. It was like you could just hear it perfectly. It's crazy, man. Definitely weird room. Like, and then this room, the parents said that their dogs wouldn't even cross into this side of the house. They'd get freaked out right there.
There it goes. It's back now.
Yeah, just stand like there or something.
Okay.
But anyway, this is basically the what used to be the kitchen. It's just a dining room now. It's really cool. It's got like old fireplace. I think what's really cool also is this old gun that's above the mantle. I don't know if you guys would be able to see it without losing your feed, but it's a wicked old gun above the mantle. And then cool fireplace. The kitchen. I love this table. I think the table's super cool. And then all our ghost hunting gear. About to get crazy tonight. Oh yeah, join us on Patreon if you want to watch us investigate. Stacy and I will definitely be up late, like chasing ghosts in this place. Hopefully we can conjure one up or something. Keep going up on his wall, dude. Careful. How many viewers do we have?
25 right now.
Well, that's not too bad because there's just on our pages. So, so yeah, this is actually Corey's room. There's been all kinds of activity in this room, man. One thing that happened up here, this was pretty cool. So there's a video floating around online. You can probably find it on YouTube, on John Huntington's YouTube page. But there's some video of this ball just like falling off of there randomly and then rolling all the way over to the fireplace and then rolling back all crazy. It's a pretty crazy video, but we've had stuff like this fall off the radiator downstairs in the library. We've had books fly off the shelves. But yeah, it's definitely a crazy place. How do you feel about this place, man?
I don't know yet. I mean, it just feels normal.
Yeah, did you say you felt like relaxed or something?
Yeah, I took a nap in here. You know, the room that you said was, I guess you said the most shit went on in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I come up in here and took a nap.
So this right here is what they used to call the warming room. They used to call it that because of the fireplace, you know, so the wintertime they'd come in here and stay warm. But they believe there was an entity in here called Manny. And the name doesn't mean anything other than it was a man that they used to believe was hanging out in here. The kids used to go around the corner there and hang out and talk to Manny. So we'll ask to see if Manny's here tonight. this is the infamous middle bedroom. This is supposed to be like, well, it is. It's definitely, I don't know, I'd say the second most active room in the house. We've had all kinds of stuff in here. I think for me, the coolest stuff we used to do is when John and I were here by ourselves, we'd take the Alf doll, which is a REM pod. We take Alf and put him on the bed, and then take one of my microphones and put him real close to Alf. And then, so we'd run the wire downstairs to the electronics room, where, you know, so like, you would hear something walk up to Alf. Alf would go off because he's a REM pod, and then you would hear something walk away from Alf. But you wouldn't see anything on the video.
Alf is a REM pod?
Yeah.
Right now is a REM pod?
He's probably turned off, but yeah.
What?
Yeah, man. He's got like, one of John's friends had this made, so like he's got lights and stuff in his feet.
Uh-huh.
And he has some in his hands and stuff. He's really cool. Oh, there, yep. He still works. So like, sometimes the phone will set him off, but it's not. But it's weird. I'm supposed to go off. But we use this all the time. You know, we'll there he is. You hear it? So that's how we knew that Alf was going off. Is you could hear Alf beeping. You know, it's pretty cool. We can use him tonight, I bet. I don't think John had mine. Turn off this light. But that's Andrea's room over there. And I guess all the girls, there's a bunch of girls that live here. And they used to all get scared and come into this room with Andrea because they were just always scared of this room, or scared of the house. But yeah, this is Andrea's room. So this right here is one of my favorite rooms in the house. This is called a bourning room. Basically, women had babies in this room back in like the 1800s. They're probably 1700s too, because I think this house was built in 1736 or so. Like, I'm probably wrong, but it's somewhere in there. Stick your head in there. But like I said, can you imagine giving birth to a kid in that room? It'd be horrible.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, look at all the nails and stuff sticking through. Dude, it looks like a horror movie.
Mm.
It'd be terrible.
Yes, that would be terrible.
Yeah.
It's also awfully hot in there.
It's wicked hot in there. You go for the Florida boy.
Yeah, that's an attic for sure.
Yeah, it's probably 85 up here. He's up here laying down saying that he's cold. He had the fan on, had to turn the fan off because he was too cold. So yeah, we'll probably not go in the basement right now. We'll hit up the basement later on. Don't want to lose you guys. Sometimes the Wi-Fi is a little spotty, but yeah. So so hit us up. You know, Patreon. Was it like Patreon? Bill and Stacy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Patreon, Bill and Stacy. Jump on. It's only $1 to watch. It'll be tonight. Here at the Conjuring House, then tomorrow at the Hillview Manor in Pennsylvania, and then after that we're going to the TNT area down in Point Pleasant, and then just confirmed maybe 20 minutes ago we're going to be heading to the SK Pierce Mansion on the 14th. So we have like this crazy road trip happening. So so yeah, it's $1. You know, donate $1 so you can kind of help buy us some gas, so we could like travel all these places and let you guys check all these places out, because it's pretty cool. It's definitely a cool thing to experience. What do you think?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I want to show them this. They had this Ouija board made.
Oh, that's so awesome.
That's cool. All right. Well, so we will see y'all at 7 tonight.
Oh yeah.
Peace out.